Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing you my record collection of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bins. Yeah, or 5 and a third bins. I'll show you that one, that's my latest. Alright, let's get started. In no particular order, here we go. Dimensions, Soul Inspiration from 1974. Yeah, there isn't really enough room to flip through this bin and still be able to see the records, so until we do, I'm going to take them out of the bin as I show them. Okay, Kenny Rogers, Share Your Love from 81. Against All Odds. Now remember, most of these were found for $1.99 each or less. Like, pretty much every record in my collection was found for either $1.99 or less. Some for a little more, but yeah. Ricky Lee Jones, 1979 debut. Best of Traffic from 1969. They had some stuff after that was pretty good. A Star is Born soundtrack, 1976. Willie Nelson Without a Song from 1983. Forster Sister Sincerely, see? $1.99 from 1988. Olivia Newton-John, Have You Never Been Mellow from 1975. No, I have not been mellow. I have anxiety. Inner City, Good Life, and Big Fun from 1988. It's a 12-inch single. Remember, if it comes in one of these sleeves, like just the kind of plain color sleeves or black sleeves like that, means it's most likely a 12-inch single. So, Whole Wide World by Amy Lorraine. The Cover Girls. We Can't Go Wrong from 1989. I don't know what the heck this is, but I shall take a listen to it. It was found for $2.99. Patti LaBelle, New Attitude, and Axel F from Harold Faltermeyer. I haven't heard the Patti LaBelle song, but I have heard Axel F on the radio many times. Debbie Gibson, Out of the Blue from 1987, found at a Goodwill for less than $1.99. It was just $1. Golden Age of a Dance Band, yeah, Goodwill find, but love it. Love all these songs on this album. And keep in mind, I've been collecting for about 2 years. Ever since my 13th birthday, I've been collecting. Mystic Moods of Love from 1972. I think that big band record is from like 58. True Value, Happy Holidays for Christmas 1986. Found it at Goodwill. For Fiedler, Happy Holiday Happiness from 1981. By Schubert, 1956. Here's one I found for more. It was like $4.94. We're just gonna say $5 for $5. It is a 1971 War album, of which Eric Burdon has absolutely nothing to do with the exception of having drawn the album art. That's it. He does not sing or play or perform on this album in any way. So he did the cover art, and that's it. You know what I mean? Kind of have trouble doing. I can't really do that very well. Let me try. There we go. Got it. Alright. 1971. No Diamond on the Way to the Sky from 1981. Sincerely by the Four Aces from 1975. And look at this. It's autographed. I can't tell if it's autographed or if it's fake or what, or if all copies were like this or what. But it doesn't go for anything, really. It's not worth anything. Find it for $1 at Goodwill. So yeah, Barry Manilow, One Voice, 1978. That's all right. Heartbeat, A Love Beat. Tony DeFranco and His Family, 1973. Country Excitement, that one's pretty good. The reason I bought it was Willie, Waylon, and Me. That's a cool song. Marty Robbins, Lynn Anderson, Barbara Mandrell. Chris Christopherson, Silver Tongue, Devil and I from 1971. Chris Christopherson, Who's to Bless and Who's to Blame from 1975. Rita Coolidge, Satisfied from 1979. Country Feelings has a song, You Never Even Call Me By My Name, which I really like that song. There's some Tammy Wynette, Barbara Mandrell, and Marty Robbins. Tanya Tucker, Roger Miller, Connie Smith, Johnny Paycheck. Yeah. I like it. It's from 1978. Kenny Rogers duets with Kim Carnes, Sheena Easton, and Dottie West. 1984, I believe. T.G. Shepherd, Finally. My mom had a lot of 45s from this album when she was a teenager. This is a good album. Does it have War on the Home Front? No, that was a different album. This one found for $1. It's a really good find at Salvation Army. Carpenter's Singles Collection, 1969 through 73. And I really enjoyed it. Carpenter's Christmas Portrait. Here's a good one. A nice little Salvation Army find. Ventures Play Telstar, The Lonely Bowl, Green Onions, Tequila, Let There Be Drums, Apache. Those are my favorite Ventures songs on this one, 1963 issue. Barry Manilow 2 from 74. Rosanne Cash, Rhythm and Romance from 85. Tanya Tucker, Girls Like Me from 86. I actually really like the 80s stuff. The 70s and 80s were my favorite era of music. There's some 50s, 60s, and 90s, and some early 2000s thrown in the mix. This is a Conway Twitty. Kim Carnes. Mistaken Identity. Everyone. All record collectors have this album in some form. Denise Williams, I'm So Proud. I've only ever heard Let's Hear It for the Boy, and this came out about a year before.
Orange.
Jay, go away, Carl!
Ah!
Alright, my brother loves shows like Peppa Pig and Carl. He loves stuff like that. And then we've got Dionne Warwick, Friends from 85. Ashford and Simpson, Solid. Quarter Flash, 1981. This is a Columbia House issue. It says manufactured by Columbia House under license. Nope. Thelma Houston, Ready to Roll from 78. Average White Band, Cut the Cake from 1975. Simon Garfunkel, Greatest Hits original 1972 issue. And someone stuck a nice mint printing of the Bookends poster in here. I gotta find a frame to hang it up in. I gotta measure it and then buy a nice frame for it for cheap at Goodwill or whatever, but yeah, good album, by the way. Hooked on Classics. Remember, quite a few of these I found at a Goodwill for $1 when we went to Fayetteville, like this one, and this one found at Goodwill. And this one was found at Goodwill. Olivia, Let Me Be There. Streisand, and Barry Gibb. Guilty. I'm guilty of liking that album. Bill Cosby, 8:15 through 12:15. According to my calculations, it lasted 4 hours. Alright, Garfunkel, Breakaway. That was at a Goodwill too, as was the Bill Cosby. Electric Light Orchestra, Discovery. A Columbia House issue of the Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute. Michael Martin Murphy, What's Forever For. That's a good album. That was at Goodwill. This was at Goodwill too. Streisand, Stoney, and nobody really buys Barbra Streisand stuff. I really like Barbra Streisand, you know, and that's good because her stuff's always at Goodwill and Salvation Army. So I'm always buying her stuff when I find it because it's always really cheap. Jimmy Buffett, Living and Dying in 3/4 Time. That was at Goodwill also. And so was that. I was so surprised to find some nice U2 vinyl at Goodwill. This one is... I don't remember anything about this one. It's 1981. However, this is a 1983 reissue. I'm not familiar with any of the songs. Wait, let me look at the songs that are on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember any of those. I'd have to listen to it. Chicago, Greatest Hits from 1975. Ooh, yeah, this was a Goodwill find as well. Original 1975 issue. Eagles Live. This was also a Goodwill find. It has both the records, plus an Eagles poster, which I gotta find a frame for as well. It's not as big as that Bookends poster. But yeah, Goodwill find. Cover is absolutely horrible condition. Totally beat up, totally destroyed. But I don't care, because the album's really good condition. Yeah. Lynyrd Skynyrd, nothing fancy. From like 75. Saturday Night Fever. Garth Brooks, No Fences. This is a good album. It's a Walmart issue. Bought it at Walmart for $12.97, I believe. That was not a Goodwill find, but this was. Aerosmith, Get Your Wings, a 1976 reissue of a 1974 album. Yeah, this album was rather obscure. Nobody really remembers this one. Yeah. They were obscure until like the mid-70s. This is a 12-inch single, Tell Me Why by Expose, 1989. Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. The Bell Stars, Iko Iko, by way, from the Rain Man soundtrack. I love that movie. God, I love that movie so much. Shannon, Let the Music Play album. Yeah, I remember when I went to Savers and I went on a record buying spree, and I got all those 12-inch singles there. Gloria Estefan and Miami Sound Machine, Anything for You. English version and Spanish versions are included on this. 1988. BNGB, I Don't Want to Lose Your Love from 1991. Nobody remembers BNGB. She only did the one album, but she also did another one in 2015, but I'm not counting that one. Yeah, nobody remembers BNGB. Nobody remembers her. I haven't even heard this song. Alright, time to put the records back in here. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's observe the next bin. Stacy Q, We Connect, from 1986. Hang on. I'm gonna start putting the records over here again with this bin, because there's not enough room to flip through. Alright, so there's the Stacy Q. Then we've got Pepsi and Shirley, Alright Now, from 1987. It's a single, 12-inch single, Bananarama Venus, from 1986. Chaka Khan, I Feel For You, 12-inch single. That's good. Taylor Dayne, Tell It To My Heart, 12-inch single. REO Speedwagon, 1971 debut, which is actually a early 80s reissue because it has a barcode. But yeah, this is actually a good album. The singer is obviously different because he sounds a lot different in this album. You and I, Country Duets, from like 1984. That's a good compilation. Jody Watley with Eric B. Rakim, Friends, 12-inch single from 1989. It was a nice mint copy of Jim Reeves and Patsy Cline Greatest Hits. Even has the original hype sticker from 1981. Mac Davis, Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me, from 1972. Here's 1982, Loretta Lynn, I Lie. Here's Queen, Night at the Opera. This is a 2008 reissue of a 1975 album. Contains a hit single, Bohemian Rhapsody, and You're My Best Friend. Tawatha, Welcome to My Dream. Is that what it says? I don't know. Zap, I Can Make You Dance, from 1983. Here's an RCA Music Service issue. Linda Ronstadt with Nelson Riddle and Orchestra, Sentimental Reasons. Linda Ronstadt with Nelson Riddle and Orchestra, Lush Life. I wasn't really sure how to open the cover at first because it opens weirdly. Karen White, The Way You Love Me from 1988. Kiara, Every Little Time from 1989, 12-inch single. Grover Washington Jr., Reed Seed. Terry Lynn Carrington, in Real Life Story from 1989. No idea what this is, but it's a debut. Arista, 15-Year History of Hits from 1991. Really good songs on that compilation. I mean, like, really good. Look it up. Aretha, 86. I love the 80s color scheme. Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good from 1977. Aretha Franklin, Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, 1967 original issue. That's actually a really great album. I have respect for it, if you know what I mean. What's this? Carpenter's A Song for You. It opens up like an envelope, which I think is really cool. It's from 1972. I like the whole opening up like an envelope thing. That's pretty cool. Close to You by Carpenters from 1970. I had a copy of The Offering by the Carpenters from 1969, but I sold it for $90. So I got nearly $100 for a Carpenters record I found for $1.99. That was excellent. Hi, Mom. Bonnie Pointer, 1979. The back of the cover is pretty cool. You can see Super Country 1983. Oh. Streisand Wet. Remember, all this stuff I found for either $1.99 or less. With few exceptions. Some of them I spent 20, some of them I spent 10, some of them I spent 5, some of them I spent 3 or 4. My Name is Barbara 2. If I didn't show that already. Streisand, the third album, in shrink wrap. Not sealed, but in shrink wrap. Yeah, I don't know how that works either. Chicago 2. Dark Side of the Moon. Was able to score this for Discogs off Discogs for like $10. Plus like $5 shipping, of course, but it was worth it. It's in much better condition than it was described to be. Love that album so much. Rockin' Christmas. 1986. Earl Clue, Midnight. Wishful Thinking. I cannot read that. Second Barbra Streisand album. Don't Disturb This Groove by The System, a 12-inch single. The Real McCoy. Lynn Anderson, Rose Garden. George Benson, Breezin' from 76. Alright, looks like I can start flipping through the albums now. Barbara Mandrell. Ray Charles. Barbara Mandrell, Christmas. Elvin Bishop, Let It Flow. Ray Stevens. Quincy Jones, Roots. 1150s. Loretta Lynn. Lynn Anderson. John Denver from 1994. It's a greatest hits compilation. Brannigan 2. Kenny Rogers. Something So Strong. Flamingo Kid. Soundtrack. California Dreamin' soundtrack. Call It an Accident soundtrack. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. Red Hot Dance. Original US 1992 issue. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. White Nights. Hornsby Holiday by America. Billy Ocean, Go and Get Stuff, Tough Get Going, Coal Miner's Daughter soundtrack, Flashdance soundtrack, Bloodshot, J. Gall's Band, Carole King, Esther Phillips, Fat Boys. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Fat Boys album. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. Alright, time for another bin. Alright, now we're going to do this bin. Larry Gatlin, Brothers Band. What was this album called? Straight Ahead from 1979. Hang on, guys. Alright. Robin Shaw tries to move from Yesterday, 1973 UK issue. I didn't know the Chrysler label existed. Really, goodness. Carl Perkins, Sun Greatest Hits from 1986. To Vary. Greatest hits. Steve Smith and Vital Information. Orion. I don't know what this is, but it sounds cool. Crocus, Change of Address. Knock 'em Dead Kid by Trooper from 1977. Sister Kate, who is Kate Taylor's sister. Or, no, this is Kate Taylor. But this is James Taylor's sister. Carla Bonoff, Restless Nights from 79. Was it 79 or 8? Yep, 79. Film music by Mancini. I love movie soundtracks. So when I found this for $1 at the Salvation Army in near mint condition, even in shrink wrap, sorta, and I had to buy it because it was $1, and I love movie soundtracks. Look, it even has the Peter Gunn theme. And I love Peter Gunn theme. My mom does too. Gino Vanelli, Brother to Brother. Some classical from 74. Dean Martin, Greatest Hits, Volume 1. 20 Power Hits. Larry Elgart, Unforgettable. Those are good. Rita Coolidge. Came with a poster, which is on the wall right there, that white one. That's her. That came with that album. Charlie McClain, The Woman in Me from 83. A sealed copy of Climax. Completely sealed. Never opened. See, I can't open it. Yeah, completely sealed. Absolutely never opened. Absolute mint. Skeeter Davis. Keith Jarrett. Arbor-Zena. A sealed copy of Tom Scott Today, or One Night, One Day from 1986. Brand new sealed, never opened, never played. Record has never seen life outside of its sleeve. Wanna Be a Cowboy by Big Boys Don't Cry. Decent. GTR. I don't know what this is. I'm sure it's one of those bands that literally no one remembers. I've never heard of them. But I bought it because it was $1.99. Alright, George Benson, In Flight. Charlie Rich, She Called Me Baby from 1974. Best of Charlie Rich. I like Charlie Rich's music. He's pretty cool. Linda Ronstadt. MFSB, Love Is the Message, has the theme song to the TV show Soul Train, which was popular in the 70s. Yeah, pretty good album, actually. I enjoyed it. Anne Marie and Glenn Campbell, 1971. Abbey Road, this is like a 50th anniversary reissue from 2019. But yeah, there it is, man. Abbey Road. But from the Beatles. Aerosmith, 1973 debut. This is a 1976 reissue, though. Yeah, cover's pretty beat up. I did a video where I unboxed this album. Okay, I did. And I uploaded it to YouTube. Tower of Power, Back to the Streets. 79, Mac Davis, Stop the Smell of Roses. The Babies, Union Jacks. Len Anderson, You're My Man. Harold Melvin, Blue Notes, Black and Blue. 73, Neil Sedaka, Back. Peter Nero, First Time I Ever Saw Your Face. There's some movie stuff on here, like the love theme from The Godfather. That's on here. I think that's pretty cool. Tower of Power, 1973 original. Muzak Christmas, a German issue of Donny Osmond Alone Together, which came with a Donny Osmond poster, which is right there. See that? There he is. Len Anderson, Rose Garden, and another one. Osmond's The Plan, Forrester Sisters, Roseanne Cash, 7-Year Ache. Some miscellaneous classical from the 50s and 60s. Neil Sedaka, American Graffiti Volume 3, Officer and a Gentleman, Barbara. Titans, Train. Vote that and that were gifts from my grandmother, so thank you, Grammy. Jackie Graham, sealed issue, some miscellaneous stuff after here. Today, nobody remembers them. They only did 2 albums. Today, the band Today, that is. Alright, time for another bin. I got some more stuff to showcase. Let's move these. I also have a bunch of 45s, as you can tell, but I won't be uploading that video here. I'll be making another one separately Or you can view my 45 collection on Discogs. There's just so many. See, there's some even in here. Isaac Hayes Movement. Gold record hits used to promote sticks of butter. Ray Charles Singers found this for 10 cents off Discogs. A mono issue. Charlie Rich Behind Closed Doors. Eagles Greatest Hits found for $1. Another movie soundtrack. Belinda Carlisle. Heaven on Earth. Anne Murray's Country. Another Charlie Rich. Jesse Colin Young. Candida. Dawn. Okay, yeah. Dawn. The group's name is Dawn. The song's name is Candida. I get it. Weather Report Black Market. 76. Bobby Sherman. 1969 album. Bay City Rollers Dedication. Mary Osmond, Who's Sorry Now. Shavosky the Nutcracker. 1973. Genesis Nursery Crime, a 1972 issue. It's a 1974 reissue of a 1970 album. Genesis Trespass. Actually, I really like the early 70s Genesis really well. They had some cool stuff in the 80s, too. Their 70s stuff was really cool, too. Billy Joel, 52nd, The Straight. 44 Happy Hits, The Fun 40s. Perry Como from the early 90s. That's one of those. Candlelight Magic, a box set or whatever. Sioux City Sue, 1957 Greatest Hits. Bing Crosby, Merry Christmas, a 1980 issue of an album from the 40s, I believe. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Blood, Sweat, and Tears with Spinning Wheel. The Big Chill. Deep Purple, Machine Head. Sky's the Limit by The Temptations. Oh man, they fell. Superfly, Humpback Whale, Tubular Bells, The Way We Were, soundtrack. Ray Conniff, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Curtis, this one goes for $20 on average, and I'm keeping it. Steve Winwood, which was on that Traffic album I showed you earlier. Tony Orlando and Dawn Greatest Hits, which is that Candida album I showed you earlier. Tony Phantom is Slick, I forget their name. It was WFIL, promo. Electric 60s, Alan Parsons, Salt and Pepper Independent single, Diana Ross, Paula Cole, Where All the Cowboys Gone, Calypso Holiday, Essential Bob Dylan, Go-Go's, Bob Marley, Paul Simon, Bon Jovi, Melissa Etheridge, Aerosmith, Pearl Jam. Yeah. That cool or what? Oh, and turns out I miscalculated earlier. I actually have like 7.5 bins of records. Okay, so that's almost 8 bins full of records. Isn't that cool? I've been collecting for about 2 years now, so I think that's a pretty fair number of bins. And I'll be back. Alright. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits on purple vinyl, 2020 issue. Bill Cosby, 200 miles per hour from 68. Bill Cosby, it's true, it's true. Yes, I know it's true. Captain Tennille, Song of Joy. Muskrat Love is the hit song off that. Everyone remembers Muskrat Love, Shop Around, Smile For Me One More Time, Lonely Night, Angel Face. Song of Joy. Fantastic. This is quite fantastic. Another movie soundtrack. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 picture disc. That's the picture on side A, and the picture on side B is the Groot. Yep, love that. Love that. Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? This is a 2014 reissue of 1967 Jimi Hendrix album. Full Beat, Guitar Gangsters, and Cadillac Blood. White vinyl, excellent. Marty Robbins, #1 Cowboy. The only Marty Robbins album I'll ever need, because it has like 20 of his songs on there. Band on the Run, founded as Salvation Army. It's one of my proudest finds for sure. Led Zeppelin 4, purchased at Walmart. This is a 2014 reissue, I believe, of a 1971 album. Took me 50 years to buy this album, but I finally did it. So yeah, excellent hit. Say, 12-inch single. This was my dad's London Howlin' Wolf Sessions. Turned out it's a little valuable. It's like, I've seen them go for like $15 to $20. Yeah, I'm keeping it. Crosby, Nash, greatest hits. Tower of Power, Back to Oakland. Debbie Boone, Midstream. Bill Cosby. Russell, my brother, whom I slept with. Which, yeah, that's interesting. Tower of Power, Live and in Living Color. Tower of Power, Bump City. I found a lot of that albums for $1.99. 20 years #1 hits. Ah! From like 1972. B.B. King. Garth Brooks, Fresh Horses. 1995. The Sting soundtrack. I love that soundtrack so much, and I find it at thrift stores sometimes. Mantovani, Hollywood. Another great soundtrack record, which is just multiple movie soundtrack themes. I've listened to this a couple times. I actually really enjoy it. The Soul Years from 1973. Here's a 1983 reissue of that 1973 album I showed you earlier. Tower of Power. Yeah. Here's Ice House. Man of Color with this hit single Electric Blue. It's a BMG direct marketing issue. Mariah Carey, Daydream from 1995. A reissue, of course. Jimi Hendrix Experience Winterland. Target exclusive. Not the box set, but it's just a record, which is basically they selected songs from the box set, decided to use them on this album because this is a live album on orange vinyl. I love it. Jerry Lee Lewis, found this for $1. Sun Singles Collection on red vinyl, a European issue. MGM soundtrack, Hank Williams, Your Cheatin' Heart, from like 1964, I believe. I love it. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Greatest Hits. Purchased with a Target gift card I got years ago. Merry and Bright, Christmas. Beatles 1962 through 1966. There we go. That's good. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. Beatles White Album, the 50th anniversary issue, which I had those posters over there, which came with the album, because it was brand new. Herman's Hermits, Into Something Good. The Judge, River of Time, a 2015 reissue of Simon Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Thelma Houston, Can You Feel It? Billy Joel, The Bridge. I've never listened to this album, ever. But when I found it for $1.99 at Game Exchange, which I hope to start work at next year, then I knew I had to grab it. Chubby Checker, Limbo Party. 1962, yeah. This is a great album to twist to. Miles Davis, Kinda Blue. Kenny and Dolly, Christmas. Anne Murray, Country Collection. Anne Murray, New Kind of Feeling. Michael Frank's Skin Dive, The Ventures, found for $1.99. 4 albums of The Ventures in that one. The Footloose soundtrack, love it. Richard Marx, Faith, came with a poster, which I have on my wall right there. That George Michael poster over there, that came with that. Pebbles, Paul Simon, Greatest Hits, etc. Radio station copy. Streets of Fire soundtrack. Power Station, Anne Murray, Quincy Jones, Hooked on Swing, Starship, Culture Club, Taylor Dane, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, American Gigolo, Salt and Pepper. Alright, I think we got a couple more bins to go, which are both full of records, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's get on with it. Gold and platinum. Love this compilation. Bought it with my own money when I was like 13 or 14. Gold Platinum Volume 2. Gold and Platinum Volume 5. Trying to collect the rest of them. They made 6 of them. I have 1, 2, and 5? Yeah, 1, 2, and 5. White Lion Pride. Love it. Hotel California. Yeah. Cannot believe it. Barbara. Stacy Lattisaw. New edition Under the Blue Moon. Comes with a poster. It was the one with like the weird words I showed you when I showed you the previous posters. Juice Newton. Juice. Juicy. Juice. Also Etheridge, Brave and Crazy from '89 before she was mainstream. And Murray, Something to Talk About. Stephanie Mills, Something the Way You Make Me Feel, 12-inch single. Larry Coryell, a brand new sealed for $1. It's from 2001, a 2011 Germany reissue. Buddy Holly. 20 Golden Grapes. That was my mom's copy back in '78. Van Halen, Diver Down from 1982. Samantha Fox, Naughty Girls Need Love Too. A 12-inch single. Eyes That See in the Dark by Kenny Rogers. The Woman in Red soundtrack. Barbra Streisand, Christmas. La Bamba soundtrack. Yes, that's what this is. I love these records. Whitney Houston, 1985 original. Yeah, love that. Van Halen 2, like 1979. Foreigner, Inside Information. Love it. Herb Albert, Rise from '79. Line of Rhythm Section, Are You Ready? Which I believe is a live album. I'm pretty sure it's live. C. Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble, Texas Flood, a Canadian issue. Which I recently, there was another copy, there were 2 copies of the same album in here. And so I sold one of them for $15, successfully on Discogs. Stacy Q, 2 of Hearts That Beat as One. Frank Sinatra, LA Is My Lady. Miami Vice 2, the TV show soundtrack, promo copy, J. Giles Band, How's Your Wasteland Baby? On green vinyl, that was a gift from my mother. Razzie Bailey, Greatest Hits from '83. Kenny Rogers, Greatest Hits. Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes. Lita. By Lita Ford from 1988. Contains a hit single Kiss Me Deadly, which is now forgotten. Lionel Richie from 1982, a club issue, I believe. Katie Lang, Torch and Twang. I love it. Diana, the disco album from 1980, which was a huge hit. Everyone loved it. Merle Haggard, Songwriter from '86. Kenny G, Duotones from '86 or '87. Bernstein by Boston, which is sort of a movie soundtrack collection. Love it. Midnight Star featuring Ecstasy of Houdini. Don't Rock the Boat. Rocksteady from 1980. It's a rap remix of the song, I believe. I don't know. I have not listened to it. Barbara, One Voice from 1987. She did indeed have one voice. Ray Stevens, Feel the Music from 1977. Yeah, pretty cool. That was Thunderbirds, What's the Word? Maze, featuring Frankie Beverly, Silky Soul. 12-inch single from 1989. It's also a promo copy. Yeah, it's a promotional copy from '89. H2O by Hall & Oates. Love that. Thunderbirds, Hot Number. Barbara, the Broadway album. That's kind of a movie soundtrack, I guess. C. Ray Vaughan, Double Trouble, Soul to Soul from 1985. I love all the Stevie Ray Vaughan albums. I'm trying to collect them all on vinyl. Thunderbirds, T-Bird Rhythm, Happy Holidays, 1985. I like that Ronnie Milsap, It's Christmas album. Prince, If I Was Your Girlfriend, 12-inch single from like 1987, I believe. Yeah, 1987, it says on the label. Cars, Heartbeat City. Stranger Things Season 3 soundtrack. Love it. I love this soundtrack so much. It's a TV show, or a Netflix show, really. I love that show. Frank Sinatra Timeless compilation. Rod Stewart, Camouflage. Butt Rockin' by the Thunderbirds. Don McLean, American Pie, Found at a Salvation Army. Paul Simon, Graceland. Stevie Vaughan, Double Trouble, Couldn't Stand the Weather. Robin Gibbs, Secret Agent. Man, look at how many I've gotten this bin. In Excess, Need You Tonight. And Mediate. And I'm Coming Home. 1987. Thunderbirds. Madhouse. Bangles. Judds. Kenny G. Vital. Bad. Shadowland. Alright, and again, I'll be back. Alright, was able to get those back in the bin. Took a little bit of work, but got done. First, I got 3 box sets. There's the booklet that came with that Beatles album. Cord away. Let's move this cord out of the way. Let's get started on this one. Hooked on Classics 2. Classics. Another copy of that. Bryan Adams, Hooked on the Fire, or, Into the Fire. I don't know what I was thinking. More American Graffiti. The Thunderbirds from 1989. Rock This Place. Rolling Stones, Tattoo You from 81. More Dirty Dancing. Love it. MC Hammer, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him. Original 1990 US issue. Yeah, I love that album. Katie Lang, Lifted by Love, 1993 remixes. Ray Parker Jr. After Dark. Is that what it's called? After Dark. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay. Run DMC, Ghostbusters. Single. Tower of Power. Spandau Ballet, Through the Barricades. Top Gun soundtrack on red Walmart vinyl. I really like that soundtrack. I've listened to it quite a few times ever since having purchased it back in early 2020. Right before COVID-19 pandemic. Ghostbusters, found it for $10. On a rhythm section. Benny King, Save the Last Dance. For me. Tears for Fears, The Hurting. 1987 reissue of 1973 album. Or 1987 issue of 1983 album. Yeah, Tears for Fears weren't around in 1973. Another copy of Saturday Night Fever. Peaches and Herb. Disco, Shake Your Groove. It's a cool song. Captain Tennille's Greatest Hits. America, Horse with No Name. Their debut. Born in the USA. By Bruce. Sound Express. Men Without Hats. Purchased brand new sealed for $1.99. Cyndi Lauper. True Colors from 1986. Whitney Houston, I'm Your Baby Tonight. 12-inch single. Salt and Pepper, Tramp, and Push It from 1987 on red vinyl. Katie Lang, If I Were You on orange vinyl. Cocktail soundtrack. Pepsi and Shirley, Goodbye Stranger, 1987 UK 12-inch single issue. Pointer Sisters, Excited, So Excited. Don Cougar Mellencamp, Oh No, It's Been Bam Boom. I like Out of Touch, that was a nice song. Garfunkel, Watermark. Quincy Jones, The Dude. from like 81. Elvis Christmas. Kenny Loggins. Two of a Kind soundtrack. I have a lot of movie soundtracks in this collection, as you may know. Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. 1989, it's a promo. Hozier and Nina Cried Power EP. Weezer, the Blue Album, a 2016, I believe, issue. A 1994 album with a poster. Yeah, love that. Howard Hewitt, Once, Twice, Three Times, from 1988. Tobin single, Charlie Daniels Band. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. Oh, wow, yeah, love that. Some Pickin' American Soul Man. Hulu's in the News, what was this called? Sports, yeah, love that album. Mars, Pump Up the Volume. Elvis, Golden Records from 1958 original. Freddie Jackson, Crazy for Me. Love Me Tender, B.B. King. Ethel Merman, Call Me Madam from 1950, original issue. Dirty Dancing on purple vinyl. Lonnie Mack, 2020. Robert Plant, Hozier, Go-Go's, Kirk Whalum, Thunderbirds. Alright. I believe, according to my calculations, you've only one bin remaining, and I'll be right back. Alright, last bin. Elvis Costello and the Attractions Armed Forces, the first record to ever have a barcode printed on the back. Just looked that up out of curiosity and then found it. Elton John, The Fox, Glenn Campbell, Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. Another one. I have two of them. Atmospheres. America, Greatest Hits, 1977, reissue, 1975 soundtrack. Or compilation. Against All Odds, another one. Yes, I have two of them. Donovan's Greatest Hits. Lonnie Millsap. And Rodney Crowell. Alright, and also, what I said about Peppa Pig and Jay liking it earlier was a